Hello, Nether Galaxy. I know it's been a good while since I last did a Minecraft video. I've mainly been doing memes because, my grandparents haven't been really, giving me the, privacy I need for my videos. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something involving the pandemic. With me as a YouTuber, the fame, the big pay amounts, and the other things that come with being a famous YouTuber, those are good once you get them. But right now, I feel like the true calling for me, or for any YouTuber really, the true calling in these times of isolation and social distancing, and the true calling for for being a YouTuber is knowing that it's for me. The calling right now for being a YouTuber is knowing that my contribution to the community could be the only thing that stands between one of you, between one of the people that watches between one of the people that sees my video, and a life of crime, or possibly even worse. People have been pretty depressed recently, not being able to work or get out of their house or get people out of their house. That's like it with my case. I like being inside, but it's my grandparents that I want out of my house. Our house. So anyway, I'm going to explain. Anyway, that's what I wanted to get out of the way before I do the real part of the video, which is explaining the Essentia Locus. Wait, is it jammed or something? Oh, I forgot. Anyway. Here's how the Essentia thingy works. You infuse a crystalline brain, that water, you know what I mean, right? You infuse it with a water bucket, a Viz filter, some goggles of revealing, and an Essentia resonator. You also need 32 water, 24 magic, 16 senses, and 8 each of mind and order her Essentia for the infusion. By the way, I know that's not their real names. Their real names are too confusing. Basically, you have to play, and basically the locus is part of a multi-block construct. You have to place it on top of a water crystal cluster that itself is on top of a lapis block. The lapis block has to be surrounded on all sides with water, which is framed aimed with silverwood planks. Next, you put in these crystalline eyes. These tell you which devices you want to monitor. Right now, there's 3 entropy Essentia, which is in this thing. It also monitors these 2 things, and anything adjacent, I think, is monitored. Anyway, also, this device is a Viz reader. You're able to... You craft it using... please note that this requires the Automagy mod. And you craft it using 3 arcane stone blocks, a piece of nether quartz, a farmer meter, I think that's how you pronounce it, and a red crystal. you have to do this in the shaped arcane work table. You have to do this in the arcane work table, and it also and Viswise with the wand thing. You need three each of the primals: air, earth, fire, water, order, and entropy. Which again I know is not really the real names. And of course you also have to take into account the discounts of your. Now, you cannot place while you cannot place a viz reader directly underneath of it. Now, a viz reader works like in one of two ways. Here, let me show you. It can read the viz and jars and wands if they're on recharge resistors like this. There are two ways for you to use this. The first and simplest is to place your reader directly below the desired device. And the second way is to use a remote comparator. You craft a remote comparator with the Automagy mod, of course, remember, using 3 pieces of red crystal, an air shard, and 3 arcane stone, and you also need 5 each of air, or air, entropy, and. Wait a second. Why does that one say it's entropy? Weird. Anyway, that's it. Anyway, order, entropy. You need 5 of them in your wand, along with air. I'm discounting any of the other way. Anyway, the other way to use your reader is to put a remote comparator above it, and link a crystalline eye to the device you want to read, which can be either this or the reader here. The comparator will cease its normal function. The remote comparator ceases its normal functions, instead drawing from the device you linked it to for the viz stuff. Now, anyway, with the Essentia Locus, you cannot place the locus block directly. You cannot place a viz reader directly underneath you cannot place the viz reader directly underneath the locus. At least not without everything breaking. If any of the things in the thing are disrupted, then like I kinda did there, it falls apart. So, and that's why you can't place a viz reader directly underneath that thing. But like I said, you can use a remote comparator. And also, if you place a viz reader directly underneath any of the 8 water source blocks in the structure, like that one, and it can also read it. The water crystal clusters, I think, help expand the range thing of this. Now, I'm going to show you something. While you can't place the viz reader underneath the locus thing, you can place the Essentia aggregator, which you craft with an empty map, a void jar, two balanced by infusing of an empty map, a void jar, 2 balanced shards, 1 quicksilver, and a lapis lazuli block into an Essentia mirror in an infusion altar. You also use 32 water, 24 magic, 16 slime, 16 darkness, and 8 each of travel and exchange essentially. Okay, I like it. Just remember that these aren't the real names. The real names are too hard for me to pronounce. You place it directly underneath a locus. It's on top of the lapis lazuli block. I think... Let me check the entry for this thing. Yeah, let's see. Once you have for any Essentia mirrors in the vicinity, as well as certain other devices, including the runic matrix. Essentia drawn from the locus is pulled from valid containers that are being monitored by the locus. This gives you a central location to count Essentia, place mirrors, and perform fusions. But you believe there's still more you could do with the locus in the future. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not really going to use that thing. I mean, since I have my applied logistics stuff here, which helps with infusion. I just use that to monitor. I'm just using this to monitor that. I have the valve closed on this. That's how you use the Essentia Locus. And another thing I'd like to show you is this. I built a inventarium, I think. However you pronounce it, I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, the inventarium. I think of these such hard names. Functions as a storage method for things. I mean, again, I have the applied logistics what's it. But I can use this to store my Essentia thing. Anyway, inside of there, you can't see it through the bookshelves. Is the Inventarium core. That thing, which you craft by infusing a crystalline brain that's an order with an iron frame, remote comparator, enchanted paper, and a chest. Enchanted paper is created using 5 gold nuggets there, 4 pieces of hair there, and you get 4. And you also have to use one each of air, earth, fire, water, order, and entropy. Of course, accounting for the discounts. I placed it in this iron chest, which is read by the unseen scribe. In fact, I have 4 of them. There then. And each of these 4 sides has a different one. These things let me store all my Essentia. These things let me store excess things in here. Each of them takes care of a chest on their side. I can also withdraw items using this, the requisition tome. You click on it, I even install. These things are farm golems, and these things are melting mirrors. Like these things can be hooked up to These things are hooked up to a magic mirror, allowing them to send the items I order here. Anyway, let me check here. Roy. Roy. Each golemic a single taskmaster can be can handle up to 6 golems. Hold on a second. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 golems for each taskmaster. It's all. I overloaded it. I need to fix this. I didn't realize about recommending only 6 per taskmaster. I didn't account for that. There we go. That takes care of that. I didn't realize I'd said that only 8 per taskmaster. Sorry about that. I didn't read about that part of it. So, may as well get rid of these extra melting mirrors. And since I don't have golems for them now. There we go. Now to get rid of these things. Wait, better check it. Sorry about that. I honestly didn't realize that the thing recommended only that the thing said it could only handle that each taskmaster this thing. Anyway, by the way, here's how you craft it. Crystalline order, Eye of Ender, Balance Shard, Runic Whitelist, Amber, 2 Solar Planks, and 2 Arcane Stone blocks. And that's all, I guess. I mean, I didn't really want to do another one of those meme things. It would, you know, do you guys know about the my object show plan, the War on Technotopia thing? I mean, if you don't, that's okay. Hey, but I plan on making a thing like Battle for Dream Island, but I want to make sure I have enough subscribers to make sure that I can get some votes into the show. That way I won't be stuck at a tie or something. And so I plan to do it, but only when I hit at least 100 subscribers. I mean, that's kind of like what my last video said. And it would make me happy if I had at least if I had a 3-digit count of subscribers. So if you would share this subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, and also hit the notification bell if you want, so that you can and get so you can know when I post something. I mean, my upload schedule is still every other Sunday. At least I think it will be. I mean, if I post one of those meme things, it means that I didn't have a good idea, or that I wasn't able to record a video in time. That would be what my the memes mean. That I couldn't record a real video in time, so I made something hastily. So anyway, that's all for the video. And shoot for the stars, everyone. Especially in these times like these of isolation. The best way you can help the community is by staying inside, to lower the chance of you either getting the virus or passing it on to someone if you've already gotten the virus. So that's all for now. Shoot for the stars within the safety of your home, I guess. It sounds weird that way, but it's the best advice I can offer. Bye.